Ado, RuLe. I am never not surprised when it comes to a new Ado song. Let's see what crazy sound she pulls out of her voice this time. All right, the first thing that stands out here is that she's harmonizing with this 8-bit sound that's happening. We've got 8-bit sound. We've got Ado, who is being a version of an 8-bit Ado, too. The way she's crafting her tone blends with the arrangement of the song very intentionally, dare I say. She's that versatile and that quirky. Let's hear that again. Oh, solemn and mellow, so thick and warm, and then breathy, coming off that warm sound. Oh man, that grit is a combination of two different approaches. I'm not asking for your advice! Let's break it down. First, we've got a clean sound. We always have to start clean. I'm going to use the English phrasing. I'm not asking for your advice! Then, we build on top of clean by holding back air. You get that little sheeny breakup. It's a milder sounding distortion. I'm going to drop it in my voice so it's more akin to what she's doing. I'm simultaneously adding more support, more push, while holding back air like I'm lifting something heavy. But I'm learning to balance the airflow. Okay? Then, this is where I'm always blown away by what Ado does, because she's always incorporating these techniques in slightly different ways every song. It's like she's constantly learning about her voice. But she's simultaneously holding back and using restraint with that distortion, and then towards the end of that line, she's pushing herself past her limits at the same time. So restraint and overboard, huh? You hear how she starts cracking? She has this little yip in the middle there. Abandonment. Advice! It gets to this point to where it's so broken up and so volatile. I'm not asking for your advice! I'm exaggerating every little bit there, but not by much. So much variety within just a few phrases. Pulling back the resonance so it's super nasal.
Smiling, becoming grody,
and holding back air, compression again. If you're inspired by Ado and you'd like even just a small piece of her vocal freedom and passion, click the link below in the pinned comment or the video description, and I'll help you start to make sounds like this and discover things about your voice that completely unlock it. You will do things with your voice you never thought possible and be able to express in a vulnerable and authentic way. Sorry, I gotta hear that again. Chainsaw! Unhinged! You hear those little quips. Chainsaw! Right? It's not this controlled thing. She's able to have control over her voice, but what we love so much about it is that she releases control. And that's where we get all this aggression and all this variety. She doesn't sing. She does sing, but to say that she's just singing is to discount this entire world that's happening while she vocalizes. Musical acting, lashing out, abandonment, conversations, calls and answers, screams, yells, moans, cries. There is so much going on. Let's go back to this line here. Listen to how she goes the other direction. She is so intense, and then she tapers off. What? There's another character right there. She's gone from this and this. I like how she plays with the rhythm of that word. That's super cool. Ah! Do you hear what's actually happening here? Maybe you do by now. There is a little chirp or an entry point from her head voice on every beginning of those notes. And at the very end there, she's actually sighing out of it. Like that. Then listen to this next part. I'm just going to say the phrase ta ta ta. Ta 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 ta. She's making it much prettier than I am. But to take something like this and put it in your voice in a really crude way and just feel it will give you way more appreciation for Ado, for her artistry, and how she takes things that are so crude and makes them so pretty and aggressive at the same time. But it also is going to awaken all sorts of things in your own voice. She is starting in her head voice, ta, 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 and then she's going down to her chest voice, ta, 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 and then right at the point she enters her chest voice, she is finding her vocal break and leaning into it, ta, 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 and hitting notes at the same time. Yeah. Sort of. Way more primitive than what she's doing, but it's kind of cool how it awakens that in my voice. Like, I never would have done something at that pacing had I not heard what she just did. I need a break. Simultaneously breaking from chest to head, dark to breathy. Beautiful. She cleans those endings of... This is what I'm noticing off of this. I shouldn't be surprised every time, but I am. What I really notice about this piece is she does this incredible job of tapering lines. Not only can she get more and more aggressive, but she plays the other side of that really well in this arrangement and with this vocal performance. Ooh. She goes into this growl, which is sort of like, shot, headshot. There's two different paths to engaging her vocal tract there. Headshot. And it creates this sort of backward resonance. Headshot. From extreme breakup to growl. There. Find some random place in your head voice and then compress into your chest voice and add that wonderful distortion over it, that holding back air. She is mastering this all over the place in so many different coordinations in this song. The most I've heard so far from any Ado piece. There's another one of those beautiful tapers into a breathy sound. Ooh, that was neat production where she started here and then they diffused her voice. Listen to that again. That was cool. That's super sassy! Again. Super sassy to mom-like to seductive to completely unhinged banshee screams. Just try making faces along with what you hear her do. Like, don't even vocalize. And you start realizing just how differently she places her voice because it evokes different facial expressions. Even though we're not seeing her actual face, her energy translates to my face. She keeps upping her game, just when I think she couldn't go any more unhinged. I mean, there have been a lot of opportunities for her to plateau and not keep pushing the envelope of her writing, her performing, and what her voice can do, and her engagement with these melodies and everything. It seems that she has an endless supply of energy and passion that comes out in her voice. What an exciting artist to be following and learning from. Be sure that you've checked out my other Ado videos. I've done quite a few of them. This sets a new record in terms of the most, if you would like help, unleashing your own voice. In light of what you hear Ado doing here, click the link below in the pinned comment or the video description and join my free course. I'll help you take some of these sounds that you hear her doing and unlock that freedom in your own voice so that you can begin to express with true passion yourself. We'll see you for more.